I tell you, this place can really look desolate when students go for holidays. Very interesting. And I think most of the people here are just people who stay in, much of whom are staff anyways. So this is the Chikumi Chikumi small gate. And this exits to Muganza Wongera Road, which kind of marks Chikumi Chikumi. So right now I'm heading down. Every year's in here. Share capture. Eh? So I was trying to negotiate a ride into town for 2,000. Crossover. Normally, the rule of thumb is if you're heading in a certain direction, get a motorcycle that is moving in this direction. But then those who are moving in the opposite direction, when you stop them, it's like you've made them do a U-turn and recharge you. But what annoys me is keep on asking if you're going and then end up not accepting what you have. But anyway, now I'm sloping. I think in the distance we should be able to meet Pombo Road, but we first get a motorcycle. So I'm waiting for one who's coming. But I'm seeing all of them seem to have passengers. So when in Uganda, the many motorcycles that you see are actually mostly doing business of transporting people. So the second person you see is usually a passenger and the first person is the rider. I have walked the stretch on the back of a motorcycle. Okay, let me see what this guy is going to do. Just a moment. Captain video here. What? Shell cap. City Square. Shell cap. All right, so let's go. So right now I'm actually heading to town. Uganda is actually in a presidential election period, and the chaos hasn't yet reached Kampala. And this is how this week is looking on Saturday. And it is December, we are heading for Christmas anyways. I don't know whether a lot of people have already gone into the villages, but now I'm on Bombo Road. Apparently it's actually illegal to carry two passengers, but either would be dead because the motorcycle is actually very capable. So we are refueling. No, actually we are heading around Kampala. Right now we're actually on the outside. No, tech. Oh, and this is actually Makerere University Eastern Gate, and the perimeter wall is where you enter from. Anyway, let's proceed. it's 15 minutes past 2. My watch is always ahead by about 10 I keep wondering whether people have really gone into the villages because transport becomes very stiff, very hard when Christmas hits. And I think a lot of people have already shopped. And also concerning extraction time and things, people prefer that the villages. It's wondering, this is one day at town center, approaching the traffic light junctions or signal junction. I wonder if it's fully actuated, but I think this guy's motorbike was broken down. Yeah, this junction gives you a clue why I think Kampala is a city of 1 million motorcycles, more motorcycles than cars, and I think more people move by motorcycles. Because if you count this, probably 20 motorcycles, probably even 100. Those are 100 people. That's the whole bus. It's the only walk between places where there was a jam. The jam situation has been alleviated by the installation of traffic lights. Or that is after YMC. Just offer diplomas and certificates, but now it's a university. It's going to be offering bachelors. I think that is due to the acquisition of the new campus where Boro at least towards the end of Boro Road as you enter the city. After Boro Road, so it's left here as you go. It's interesting that this is all this place looks barely changes. The empty space above it is the Ugandan Road Primary School sports ground. I think there is an event there, political. You see a lot of people have just been there for a while. I don't know whether it's on political or today it's just a crusade anyways. These are some of the signal junctions now that have helped with the jam situation. But it's interesting. Also the motorcycle riders are really stubborn. Now one just screamed another approached him. Close. Dangerously close. Strange to hear a man actually scream like that. This is very bad of it. These buildings are really old. Around Independence or reinvent something to improve their lives. It's going to before independence. Probably would have been residences. is where the road ends. I'm going to show you the beginning of Kampala. Look closely, and that is the signpost, the yellow thing, now faded. So this is the beginning of Kampala Road, and that is Watoto Church. They tend to hold Christmas carols called Christmas cantata. I don't know whether they have started, but I think they haven't. Normally, it's there the weeks leading to Christmas. So we are officially on Kampala Road. What is my understanding is that that would be Lord Davis Kampala Road. If you want to find Watoto Church anyways. So I would think of this as the end of Kampala Road. And we are going to cross Chakra Road. We are motorcycles. Kampala Road is actually full of computer shops. Already seen. And therefore Indians, even electronics and home appliances. Those who are not willing to dive into Kampala Road is unique. Fridges, TVs, laptops. That was a bit dangerous, but it's just about staying calm anyways. So I going straight to town today. Get a screen from my smartphone. And this is Shell Kampala Road. It's one of those places you ask for. Yeah? I never on the car. Anyway, now I'm on Kampala Road, and this building right here is it is a black complex. And over there, the tall building is Pioneer Mall building. Used to have Pioneer Mall for a very long time, one of the non-story shopping areas, but it has long been upgraded to what you see there. And Makerere House is the blue building you see in the distance. So in case you fail to locate yourself around Kampala, just walk to Makerere building and describe it, and someone will actually be able to trace you. Right now, these zebra crossings usually tend to have no meaning much, but let's cross it and see what happens. Yeah, it's a very interesting mix of action. And motorcycles, like I told you, is what defines Uganda. So if you see a lot of motorcycles, you've reached Uganda. And this is actually the building. I hope this is not copyright worthy. And I forget what the street is, but it will drop me down onto And it's drizzling after almost a month or two without rain. Now more music to market businesses, but yeah, of copyright. So in case you're wondering how the streets of Kampala look towards Christmas, today being the 13th, meaning 12 days remaining, barely a week. So we could say a week and a half to Christmas. I think last minute shopping. Sometimes this is the time when most closes. But I think electronics like phones should be cheap. Now, this is actually Wilson Street. And a lot of street vendors. And not being clamped on because we are heading for elections and the ruling government does not want to anger any single voter by chasing them off the street. Then this brings me to William Street, which you see right there, and where I'm heading. This is the famous Mutasa Cafe, Kalunji Plaza. Let's head. And we are going inside the building anyways. So William Street, a lot of phones accessories, you'll find them in these areas. And more of the street vendors. So I need to enter this building. You can see the motorcycle. So I'm entering here. And I think most of phone repair shops will be found here. I personally am climbing up until I get my place and stop my so here I am, and I've reached